Talking just sound like a show, I'm just laying you.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, it's the...
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Drops this off with Nwangu. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Drill green. Yellow, go. Plastic, six.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Red, yellow.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. So 1st down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Shot, 17. Right.
They'll look to throw. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Blue, black. Field, black.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Let's go now.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this will probably probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to Drake London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And the Colts first down.
Hold it ready.
On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
On the set.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Green back. Smash, red. Slide through.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Black shot. 6, 7. Hey.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable here from the 38. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Drop 50, drop 50. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Jack Panther.
And they give the Jones off tackle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go now.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. Again, it's Jones. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
Dolphins 3.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On the double.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Back to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can...
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here we go.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. That's caught at the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34. Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Up the middle, Jones. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They're going to look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run now for Nwangu. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Give left side here for Nwangu. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ready. Blast it. 6. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On now the Miami field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll bring him back within 4. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Cut back in! Cut back in! Corner 70!
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Makes the score Colts 17, Dolphins
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Drops this off with Nwangu. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
10 yards of window. It's 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw.
He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Kene Nwangu
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
Their partner kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Jalen Phillips now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll get this to Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Second and 4.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play.
Touchdown, Colts! From a yard out.
And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
54 yards.
and the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
On the return is Cohen.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's back to throw.
Going to get this to Cohen.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Snap, play.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Partner, that'll do it. You know, these week one primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight. And
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got only your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no different. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got a down. She real vicious. Rockabye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and